Greetings, YouTube. This is Lady Nefties, also known as Mary of Universal Pagan Temple. Today I'm going to tell you about altar setup and where everything goes. I'll be back here in a moment with a clean slate, and I'll teach you all how it's done. Okay, YouTube, I am back with a clean slate. There is nothing currently on this altar except my altar cloth here. So first you want to decide where you want your altar space to be. It can either be on a bookshelf, on a little table such as this one, a top of a dresser, or a top of a cabinet. Basically anywhere where you have space to place all your tools. Your altar should always be up on top of something. It shouldn't be on the floor. It should be in an area where there's not a lot of foot traffic. And also you may want to consider, if you have cats, to keep your altar space kind of cat-proof, as you will, to prevent any knocking over of incense or candles and starting a fire. Okay, so first we're going to start off with the middle of the altar. Your altar pentacle, or pentagram. You'll want to place this in the middle of your altar. It also represents earth, but it also represents spirit as well. This is where you would cleanse or dedicate your altar tools, or it's where you would focus your intent for your magic. If you want to put a spell bag right in the middle here, you have all your parts and pieces together to energize this pentagram, and thus energize whatever you would put in the middle here. You know, a crystal, piece of jewelry, just about anything. And so now we have our pentagram right in the middle there. So now we're going to start with our god and goddess figures and candles. Now let's start with the god. His place is usually on the right-hand side of the altar. And then we get his candle. Now your god candle should be either yellow or gold, and you don't have to go out of your way to find a really cool candle holder like this one. Talk about the horn god. Very fortunate to find that one in a thrift store. And I will speak on cleansing items from thrift stores in just a moment. And now we want to put our goddess candle and figure up on our altar. Now the goddess's side is to the left of your altar. And then from there, you've got your basic altar already set up, and now we're going to start with air and the east. So we'll place our air candle in the east. The element of air is located in the east. That is why we put it there. And your air candle could either be yellow or gray, or maybe even sky blue. And then you want to put your tools of air, such as your incense, your altar bell, and then your Aswynn. And then we move down to the element of fire. So your fire element is in the south, and usually about 99.9% of pagans have a red fire candle. And about candle bases, you could get all that are matching, or you can get some that are matching the element that you're putting them on. So I have a pretty red candle holder for my red fire candle. And then you want to put your tools of that element, which would be the wand. I've got a lapis lazuli wand right here. It's very beautiful. Very proud of it. And then we want to move on to water. So we've got our blue water candle. Water is in the west. And then we want to have our chalice that is full of water. That is the tool of the element of water. So obviously a chalice representing the womb of the goddess. And then now we move on to the final direction, which is earth. Earth is in the north. And the tool of earth is salt. Alright. So now we've got our altar set up, all nice and all neat. Now, about altar tools. Now, I suggest that you buy them from a local pagan shop. Support your pagan community. Without your support, these shops where they hold meetups, where they hold temples, ritual gatherings, workshops, teaching seminars, without your business, they can't survive. And then you're asking yourself, where'd all the pagan shops go? Well, you didn't support them, and now they're gone. But in case you're completely out of money, or you just can't find what you want, some people, will go to thrift stores or secondhand stores. But the danger in that is that somebody else's energy is on those objects. You don't necessarily want that on your altar, somebody else's energy. So first things first, when you bring something home from your local Goodwill, something really cool, you want to have a bowl of sea salt, and you want to place that item in the bowl. Now I place it in there for about 24 hours, and then I will smudge it with lavender incense to purify. Lavender is good for purification. And then some items you may want to wash. So wash those in salted water, lightly salted water, not too heavily, not to corrode anything. But yes, you definitely want to remove energies. Basically anything that you pick up, even if it is from a pagan store, you want to cleanse those items. Shop owners usually do cleanse the items that they bring into the store, but everybody's always picking up, oh, look at this Aswynn, wow, wowee, about 5 times a day, and, you get that energy on there, and so you just want to, make sure it's clean, kind of like during flu season, you wipe your hands and clean your hands excessively to prevent, picking up the flu. And so that is how you set up an altar. And again, this altar is not cat-proof, so I just had my little kitten Naria in here, and she was pulling at this altar cloth, and she knocked down my goddess statue there, and the salt, and me being Irish, I freaked out because the salt, and so, very old magic there. You throw it over your left shoulder with your right hand. So make sure that you cat-proof your altar, or you have the door to your altar room, or where your altar room would be, closed. And also a word about if you're in a situation with roommates, you might want to keep your altar hidden from them. I had a situation with a Christian roommate a couple of years ago, and so I had to keep my altar private. And I've heard of people having their altars destroyed, their statuary destroyed and defaced. It's always very upsetting. This is the place of your spirituality. This is your safe place. Your altar is your safe place. It makes you feel safe, warm. You are at home with the gods. Whether it be an indoor altar or an outdoor one, you feel at home. You feel safe. So you definitely want to prevent anything bad from happening to your altar. So good situation for that would be have a chest and keep your altar items in the chest, and just have candles out on top, you know, they're not going to, nobody's going to question you if you got a few candles on top of a chest. You know, they're going to be like, oh, you got candles. They won't know that you have ritual items in there, and usually roommates don't snoop around. And that same goes for if you're living with your parents. You know, you may not have a statuary, but you have your candles, and you want to, you know, keep things out of sight for those who are non-accepting of your beliefs. You know, sometimes you just gotta tell yourself, no matter what is right or true, you cannot change what people do. That's what Gregory always tells me. You know, you can't stop somebody from not accepting you. You explain it all you like, but sometimes it just does not, you know, work out. They won't accept you for who you are or what your faith is. But that is my little rant. And so, let's see, beautiful altar one more time. Alright, well, farewell and blessed be.
Please, show your love by subscribing to our channel.
And you can also find us online on Facebook, Twitter, and universalpagantemple.org.
And until next time, may you bless
This
it
is
be.
Lady Nephtes of Universal Pagan Temple. Please show your love and support by donating $5 to $20 to universalpagantemple.org. May the power of the goddess be within you always. And until next time, blessed be.